In John's Gospel, Jesus encounters a woman at a well in Samaria. She comes there looking for water, but Jesus tells her that she will thirst again unless she drinks of the life-giving water that only He can provide. In much the same way, students come to the University of Houston looking for education and for life experiences that will satisfy them. The purpose of the Point is to make sure that some of these students learn about the life-giving water that only Jesus can provide.
The Point ministers to the over 40,000 students on the University of Houston campus that come from throughout the United States and some 137 countries around the world. U of H just received its Tier 1 status, allowing it to shed its commuter college reputation and build new dormitories, increasing its resident population to around 11,000. The Point ministers to U of H students through many avenues. They provide personal and group Bible studies on a weekly basis. And during the fall and spring semesters, the Point partners with local churches of Christ to provide lunches for around 200 students on a weekly basis. It is through these ways that the Point is able to introduce students to the life-giving water that only comes through Jesus Christ.
Wednesday lunch is the highlight of my week.
Thank you for having such a nice, generous heart. Some days it's so full that there's not even enough food because everyone's here. Yes. Provides a chance for us college students to eat, along with actually meeting other people for maybe study groups or maybe Bible study.
The students connect with the Point in many different ways, be it a conversation in the hallway or around campus, or a troubled student looking for someone to talk to or pray for them.
I found out about the Point one of the first few days I've been on campus. I just walked in to the office and Mr. Mike greeted me. It was more of an accident that I ended up here, so I would say it's really important that we have this thing exactly on campus.
Many students get involved with the Point through Wednesday lunches or the group Bible studies that are offered every week.
Because it feels more quiet, more calm, almost like my home.
In the Point, I feel like it's my family away from family.
So it's really difficult to find a space for Christianity on this campus, but thankfully the ministry is here. The Point here is pretty much an Eden.
We need to keep the Point here because I feel like if it wasn't here, I would be falling back into my walk with God instead of making it better. So I feel like it needs to stay here.
The Apostle Paul used a planting, watering metaphor to describe his ministry to the church in Corinth. I planted, he said, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. That is our work on the UH campus. In the segments of time that we have with students each week, we plant the seeds of faith. We water the seeds of faith. But we trust in God to do the work that only He can do in the lives of students. The mission of the Point on the UH campus is to equip students to advance God's kingdom on this campus and beyond. Will you help us? Through your prayers for these students and your financial support for the campus ministry, God will supply living water to thirsty students who will take God's kingdom into the nations of the world. Help us to help these students get the point, because life is a mystery until you get it.